Okay guys, before the video starts, I'm shouting out a couple channels. They're good friends of mine. Make sure to check them out. Lee Chan and CG Fix. I'll put their channel links down in the description below, so make sure to check them out, guys. And also, my merch should be available any day now, depending on how much longer it'll take YouTube to update my merch store. So as soon as it's updated, make sure to check out my merch, guys. Thank you.
Exodiac 85X presents Team Etsy.
Oh, somebody didn't do their homework. Don't forget to watch the important documentaries that I always post. Yes, people do eat cats and dogs in different parts of the world.
You fail to realize that depending where you live in the world is going to be a different set of rules and regulations. It all depends where you live, because different countries have a different set of rules, and will provide different kinds of animals depending on where you live. So where I live, we don't consume cats or dogs because I live in the US and you live in Canada. So no, we do not consume cats or dogs. But I will tell you this much. PETA does euthanize cats and dogs. They even said so on their website. The same organization that believes that animals should live. And even if you say, well, they were close to death anyways, there's a website called PETA Kills Animals, and it explains that some of the animals were stolen. They would steal people's animals and euthanize them. Without their permission, they would break into homes and steal their animals in their PETA vehicle. So, why would you steal somebody's animal just to euthanize it without their permission, even though the animal isn't in any serious condition? The animal could be healthy. What is the reason for euthanizing someone's animal without their permission? So, tell me, would you really trust an organization like that would steal animals and euthanize them? Would you trust them around your dog, is what I want to ask you. You use PETA so much in your speeches, but would you actually trust them around your pet? Do you think that they will give you leeway just because you're vegan? They don't believe in the ownership of animals. So what do you think that they would do? Do you think that they would let you slide? So, before you accuse people of eating cats and dogs, you should really look into what your own organization is doing.
But you eat chickens, cows, pigs, and fish. So what's the difference?
Actually, it's a big difference when you don't live in a location that eats cats or dogs. So don't compare it.
Real animal rights activists are those who are brave enough to show their faces, not just hide all the time.
Hi, I'm Meat Cleaver, and I'm a part of the Meat Avengers squad. And I fight against veganism, led by an evil organization. And the reason why I wear the mask to hide the face is because a hero must always hide his identity, and it's also his trademark.
Hi everybody! I just wanted to say hi. It's my first video, so I'm really a little bit nervous. But I just wanted to let you know that I was inspired to start this TikTok channel because...
What's the point? You knew that we would know who you were. So why pretend to be someone you're not? What's the point even? What were you trying to accomplish? I mean, seriously. You must have been trolling because obviously it's some kind of joke account, right? I mean, what were you trying to prove? Were you trying to prove that no matter how nice you are, that we still wouldn't change how we felt about veganism? I mean, obviously, it seems like you're just trying to prove to us that no matter how nice you are, that we still won't turn to veganism, just so you could say that, see, sometimes you gotta be rough and tough because no matter how nice you are, people won't listen to the cries of the animals, right?
Because of that vegan teacher, she's just like so, you guys know, like she's just so like mean. Like, she yells at people, she swears at people. Like, oh my god, like I would never ever talk to you that way. So
You already have talked to us that way. And you still do, just not on this phony account. Which brings another thing to mind. You're a good actor, but horrible at convincing people. Or else we would have been vegan by now. You would have been able to convince us easily, but you failed to do that as well.
So like, if I want you to eat your vegetables, I'll never say, eat your vegetable, like that. I'll just be like, can you please eat your vegetables?
You already have screamed eat your vegetables on your oldest video, and everybody remembers that. So I don't get what you're trying to accomplish.
And yeah, we're gonna learn all about health and nutrition, and we're going to learn about the animals and veganism, but like, we're gonna do it together with a lot of love in our hearts. Like, there's gonna be nothing mean at all on my channel, so I really hope you guys follow me, and thanks a lot for listening to my first video. Press the follow button. Thank you.
How is that a lot of fun? When it comes to veganism, it's not fun. And I can guarantee you the people that even practice veganism aren't having fun at all. It's not fun for anyone, whether you're a vegan or not. I'm sure those guys ain't having a blast holding picket signs in their hand, obviously. So how is it fun? I mean, learning about health should only be natural. Eating a balanced diet. That's entertaining. Veganism? No, that's not. That's just people being scolded and fighting for animal rights. And fighting for animal rights? They couldn't put on their own clothes if you handed it to them. And what rights? The right to poop and sleep?
So, hi everybody, I'm just letting you know my breakfast today is going to be 4 bananas. I'm going to eat 4 bananas and lots of other stuff too, like a bit of nuts and flax seeds and chia seeds.
Well, here she goes again, now talking about bananas. And it's funny because at least she leaves the comments on this. I think it's because it's a phony account and she knows that, so she doesn't care. Let's see how long this goes on for.
In a world where everyone is vegan, maybe they will. Maybe eventually they will go extinct. And you know what? That's a good thing. Because these animals should never have existed in the first place. We selectively bred them into existence.
Okay, you make it sound like we created the species. I mean, cows and chickens have been around way before we started breeding them, and you already know that. The only difference is we domesticated them by putting them on farms where we actually took good care of them. The only difference is we sent them to slaughtering houses, yes. And I don't agree with everything from the slaughtering house, but I will say at least we're fed. I mean, at least it's a lot better than taking a species which could actually cause the world to go extinct by mass consuming that species, which the world needs. Like, let's just say that everyone ate all the bees, and all the bees went extinct. Okay? And that's all we ate was bees, but we would need to consume mass quantities to get the amount of protein we needed. That could actually endanger the entire planet, killing all of humanity. So be glad that we're eating these animals and not something that's important. I mean, I'm sure there might be people eating bees, but we're not consuming them in huge bulk loads like we do fish. So as long as we don't eat all the bees, we won't go extinct. Which that's not going to happen. Now, the same thing for fish, but at least we monitor the fish. If we ate all the fish, we could be in big trouble. But we monitor them. Thanks to marine biologists, we're in good hands.
We have manipulated their bodies to the point where they just suffer from existing. The egg-laying chickens lay more eggs than their bodies can even handle. And the chickens raised for meat grow so fast that their own bones can't even support their own weight. And the cows produce more milk than their calf can even drink.
See, as people grow in population, supply and demand become that much greater. We can't exactly feed everyone on a few cows, you know. And with this much people in the world now, we need more food to sustain everyone. And not everyone's going to eat plants, believe it or not. The majority of people are omnivores. And only a small percent is made up of vegans. So that means most people are going to need meat products to help sustain them. I mean, we eat vegetables too, you know. It's not just meat. But the thing is, we have to feed everyone. So people have to come up with ways to provide more food, and that's how it works.
Why do you think that these animals need to continue existing? Why do you think that we need to continue breeding them into existence? And why do you want all wild animals to go extinct as a result of that?
1. So we can eat. 2. So the species don't go extinct. And 3. No, we don't want wild animals to go extinct, which is why we're eating domesticated animals. I mean, we do hunt wild animals, but we mainly eat domesticated animals. And as a result, we won't eat as much wild animals because of that.
And if someone will suffer just by existing, then they should not be forced into existence. But in my opinion, nobody should exist. So, yeah.
Okay, let me break it down for you. Animals don't have the same mental capacity as a human being. They don't have the same ability as we do, so they can't vote, create a government, build a city. They can't plan out their future on what they want to be in life. Animals just don't have that capacity. They live solely on instinct. And that's all they do. They don't know why they're here on this planet, they just know they're here. If we don't eat them, they will eventually be eaten no matter what. Would you rather us eat them while they're dead? Or would you rather them be out in the wild being ripped to shreds while they are alive, being eaten while they are alive by some predator? But hey, it's on your conscience, buddy.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.